So today I have joining me April Moncrief. April, thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Zilla. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
So April, we're gonna just get right into it. Tell me, how are things going down there in Atlanta, Georgia?
Crazy, honestly, with the governor's new proposal to reopen the state starting Friday. As far as me and my family, we're gonna continue to hunker down and stay quarantined for the next 2 weeks at least to see what happens out there, and then we'll gauge it at that point. But other than that, everything's we're hanging in here.
Great. No, that's good to hear. So, this thing came upon us unexpectedly, and each of us has reacted so differently to it. Talk to me, but just about how you personally are doing. I mean, how are you sort of managing through this really, really unique circumstance?
Initially, it was a little scary, a little scared, a little anxious, but within 2 weeks, we just fell into our groove. And the things we've been doing is I'm very type A, very, very structured. I need structure in my life. So it didn't take us long, week 2, to actually, I gave them a break because they were scared and asking a lot of questions. So we just took a little breather, did some walks, did some exercising, and then we got right into work. Actually, the school didn't stop. As soon as they announced that school was out, we went right into schoolwork and everybody was on their schedule. And I had to tweak some things. But other than that, I think it took about 2 weeks, 3 tops, and everybody was back on schedule. So we've been great. We've been great.
Great. No, that's wonderful to hear. So you suddenly have this awkward time. I realize that it's not additional time as much as it is just available time. Talk to me about forward. We know this is going to end and there'll be something on the other side. What are some things that you're doing to figure out your direction and to develop a path forward beyond COVID-19?
But this has forced me to actually sit down and say, okay, what are you going to do? If you come out of this ill-prepared, it's only because of you. So being forced to have to get everybody's ducks in a row and get everybody on schedule, and that means getting myself on schedule. It's been really good for me. What I've done is 2 ways. I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I am also an author, a speaker, and activist, so to speak. So what I've done 2 ways to leverage this time is they're going to have to hit the ground running, because this is not your normal, okay, everybody goes back to work. I haven't been to work in 14 years. So this is totally new for my kids. So they've been learning things on how to take care of themselves. And they're 15, so they get it, but they haven't. They've really been learning how to fend for themselves, so to speak. I mean, I'll still be here, be their mom, their dad will be here, but they're going to be a lot of time where they're just not. They'll be home alone sometimes, or before we get here. So they're learning to have to sort of fend for themselves. The second thing for me is building content. I'm using so much time to write, to read, to study, to research. I'm building content for my speaking engagements, my book, How My Divorce Saved My Marriage. I'm creating lives. I'm going to go live pretty soon, and just overall building content for myself. This has been great for me, and it's honestly been really good for the family as a whole, especially me.
Well, you are fortunate to be in the position that you're in, and what we know is that there are so many people who are not in that position. But I appreciate how you're maximizing on your A, being fortunate, but B, the time that this is creating and positioning yourself to move forward beyond COVID-19. Share some encouraging words to motivate those out there who may be less fortunate, who are experiencing the adverse side of this, losing their jobs, losing their loved ones, not graduating in 2020 as they had expected. Share some encouraging words for that particular population.
Prayer changes things. And so if I can offer anything, is that people continue to pray. We will get through this. I've been telling my sorority sisters, I've been telling my girlfriends, and our little texts every morning, this too shall pass. I mean, it's just a moment, it's a blip. It's hard, and people are crying. I have my moments maybe once every week. I shed some tears just to release the stress. But I think at the end of the day, We have to believe and know that, prayer moves people and people move into action, and that's how we get the help. And to also, this time that we have, don't sit around watching the news every day. We don't watch the news in here. We get it from like social media. That's one thing we don't do, but to use this time wisely to, brush up on some skills, dust off your resume, read some books, like, enhance some skills that have kind of, gone to the side, and just make yourself more marketable in this time, because this too shall pass, and then you're going to be like, oh, what did I do with that time? So if I can offer that to people, that's what I offer.
Powerful words and great encouragement. April, I cannot thank you enough for taking time out of your day to spend some time with me to help inspire individuals out there. So I hope that this message has done something to inspire someone somewhere. And until next time, let's continue to activate, elevate for the win. Thank you so much, April.
Thank you, Zilla. Thank you so much.